Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alecia Lott and this is my channel about bullet journaling and goal setting. And you are watching my Sunday video. Every week I walk you through setting up my weekly spread, getting pumped up and ready for the week. It is the transition into the second quarter of this year, and I have a new journal that I just started. If you would like to see how I set that up, you can check that out in my previous video. If I remember to leave a link in the upper corner here. This is the last weekly spread for this journal. Let's give it up for this journal. Today is Saturday, and by the time you see this, it'll be Sunday. And what I do every Sunday afternoon or evening or Monday is fill out a week in review page. So I put what went well and what didn't go so well. Then at the bottom I put a quote. So this week it's going to be, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And that is by George Bernard Shaw. Lovely. So after I fill that out, this will be the last writing that I do in this journal. I did fill out a Q1 review, and you can check that out. Actually, 2 videos previous to this one, how I did that and what I put. So what I like to do at the end of each journal, and I'm going to do it in this one too, is write myself a little letter. Just like for future Alecia, I like to just say a few kind words to my future self at the end of each journal. So it's very dorky. It's very Back to the Future. It's very much like, yes, I must warn my future self things. But no, it's all positive and good. Dear future Alecia, by the time you reach the end of this journal, I hope this note finds you in good health and growing wealth. So that's the theme of this year's health and wealth. You are a champion and you must continue to fight for what you want in life. Don't let anyone or anything stand in your way. If you get stuck, don't be afraid to ask for help. Warm regards, Alecia from January 2024. So yes, that's kind of encompassing a lot of things that I think about over this year, health and wealth, and then also just not being afraid to ask for support and guidance when I need it. So I think that was a good little letter to myself. So I like to continue this tradition. So at the end of this journal, there will also be a letter to myself. Yay. So before we get into the weekly spread, I just wanted to briefly talk about my phrase of the week, which is the next logical step. As we start to get into planning and journaling and thinking about our futures and what's happening in the coming weeks and months and years in our lives, you may find yourself saying, oh, well, I've already done XYZ. This is the next logical step from here. And you keep going through the motions, and next thing you know, you may be way off from where you thought you wanted to be. Sometimes it's just easier to follow that next logical step versus saying, hey, let me take a beat, let me take a minute and just see what I actually want. Am I doing this because this is something that I really want to do? And also looking at the end result of whatever that is and saying, hey, is this direction going to lead me to what I want? Or am I just taking the next logical step because that's what's easy? So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is, after brushing my teeth and getting coffee and water and going to the bathroom and all of that, I do a morning check-in in my journal, check in my to-do list, read goals aloud, brain dump. So all of this is the first hour of my morning. And then I do some Spanish. YouTube is a thing that I do every morning. I think this quarter I would like to focus more on, I don't want to make it an official goal, really, but I would like to, just start to put feelers out and start to tell people about my channel. I'm really shy about doing that. So all of you that have found me, I'm so happy you found me the way that you did. I'm just gonna start just putting my videos out there a little more. So that is what I will do in 25 minutes every day. And then I will check in with my accountability. I'll call her my accountability coach. It's a service. It's called Boss as a Service. And literally, I just text her every morning, hey, I'm going to do this. I plan to be done at this time. And then hopefully once I'm done, then I go ahead and send her a photo as proof of what I did. I check in with her usually around 8 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, I keep rubbing my nose. I have allergies and they are kicking up today. So I check in with my boss. That's what I call her. Or I call her by her name. Then I exercise. Ooh, maybe I should change this. Yeah, I think I need to change this because 30 minutes, the goal for the day is 10,000 steps, and I'm not going to get 10,000 steps in 30 minutes. So let's change this to make it a little more realistic. All right, bye. I'm going to change this to 10,000 steps. There we go. 10,000 steps. The next thing is in the evening, no phone after 8. After 8. I've really been struggling with this. I've been on my phone all the way up until bedtime, so I really need to rein that in. Mostly I'm checking email. It's not even like I'm on social media. I'm doing just the dumbest stuff on my phone, but I always have it like in my hand and I'm looking at it, so I need to stop. Bed at 9:30. So yeah, so bedtime has been whatever. I'd say over the past 3 or 4 weeks, bedtime has been all over the place. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it affects my entire outlook on life when I've had a good night's sleep. So I draw the day of the week and I put 3 squares. Can I just tell you how grateful I am to have this system and to just have my life be a little more organized. I'm sure if you've watched my channel before, you just think my life is just chaos. You see how messy my journal is and some of the things that I say, but can you even imagine what my life was like before I started bullet journaling? And before I started just being more mindful of how I spend my time and what I do in the morning when I wake up and all of that. It's just night and day. So I am so grateful and I'm so glad that you all are here with me, and I hope that you are experiencing similar growth with your journal or with your planning system, however you structure your day. I hope that it is helpful to you. And yes, I'm just so happy and just grateful right now. I thought I'd share that with you. Okay. Put a month stamp right here. There we are. April. Yeah, going back to what I was saying before about just the past and how I structured my time or didn't structure my time. I just feel like no matter how you make your bullet journal, no matter how you set up your weekly spread, I think really the most important thing is that you are taking the time to do it in the first place, and that you're taking the time to plan out your next steps and plan out your life and plan out what your week's going to look like. I think that's the most important thing. So, people on YouTube, and myself included, we like to kind of focus on what the type of planner you're using, the type of pen you want to use, different things like that, how you decorate the journal or the planner. Mine's a bullet journal, I call it that. How you decorate that, everything like that. But the most important thing is that you are making that effort, you're showing up, and that you are trying to make some kind of plan for yourself. You may not complete all the things that you set out to do, and I know I don't a lot of the time, but I think the main thing is that you're trying and that you are, putting in that time for yourself. And this is, to me, kind of a form of self-care as well. Just setting yourself up for success and making sure that you are accomplishing your goals, or at least that you're writing your goals down and that you look at them. Things like that. Those are very, very important, and those are helping you take care of yourself. So bravo to you if you are here and you are planning and you are, just engaging in making sure that you are making the best use of your time as much as you can. So I haven't yet set up my wall calendar for April, but when I have that set up, what I'll do is come back here and say, okay, things that are on certain dates, then I'll go ahead and put them in here. So that way I can prepare for them. For example, this Friday, well, I can go ahead and put this because I know this Friday I have a doctor's appointment. So if it's an appointment, I put it over here next to the date. I don't know why, because that's not really a to-do list item to me. It's not. I mean, obviously I have to go to the doctor. I don't know. It makes sense in my mind. I just go through, I fill in things, and then there's certain things that I do on the same days every week. I fill those in. Boom, boom, boom. Next week, this is just kind of a scribble free space. If I think of something that I want to do in the following week, then I just go ahead and write it here. And these are the weekly tasks for April. These are things that I do not every day, but once a week. So now I'm going to write my goals for the first quarter, and then I will put the first half of 2024 down here. And here are my completed goals. I'm wondering if, now that we're in the second quarter, if I should make this goals for the year or something else. I'm not really feeling like I want to continue thinking about January through March anymore now that I'm going into second quarter. So I don't know. I want to look forward. So we'll see. But for Q2 of 2024, I will be publishing 14 long form videos on YouTube, and I just calculated that by saying how many Sundays are between March 31st and June 30th, and I googled that exact phrase, and that's what that came up with. There are 14 Sundays, so makes sense. Then I would like to finish my Spanish audio course and the review. Next is going to be attend 3 in-person meetups and social events, or social events rather. So I put social event, like when I say social events, I mean something that is designed to help other people meet people. I want to make it clear that I want to go to an event where the purpose is for people to meet each other. And then next, 10,000 steps a day, and I have 310,000 steps for Q2. Each week I want to just be aware of how many steps I got for the week, and then at the end of the quarter I can just add it up. It'll be a lot easier that way. So if I remember to fill this in, but yeah, I want to do this every week and start a side hustle of some sort that makes $500 a month. I don't know. Okay, so this is my weekly spread, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you I hope everyone likes the video if you did like it. And if you're new, I hope you subscribe. And I hope to see you again next week. And I hope you have a wonderful first week of April. And I'm going to give you an upside down wave. Oh, look at all the ink on my hands. Okay, upside down wave. Goodbye.